Now with Trump. Political ideology has become a little murkier and a little less clear as well over here. There are questions. Is he a populist? Is he a conservative? Is he a secret Nazi, Russian, KGB, Manchurian candidate? All of the above, perhaps. From my vantage last week in the motherland, perhaps the defining feature of President Trump's political vision came into view. His respect for American institutions and tradition, his traditionalism. Among all the calls to topple Columbus statues and rename Columbus Day, Trump signed a proclamation on Monday that said, quote, "The permanent arrival of Europeans to the Americas was a transformative event that undeniably and fundamentally changed the course of human history and set the stage for the development of our great nation. Therefore, on Columbus Day, not Indigenous Peoples Day, Columbus Day, we honor the skilled navigator and man of faith whose courageous feat brought together continents and has inspired countless others to pursue their dreams and convictions, even in the face of extreme doubt and tremendous adversity." So this seems like a minor point, the tradition of Columbus Day, who we're honoring, what day it is, whatever. But to Trump, it's quite important because it's about respect and an understanding, an absorption, a living through the institutions that have made our country great, and not merely platitudes and simple words and phrases and ideas that do it. He's weighed in vigorously on the issue of NFL players not respecting traditions like standing for the national anthem and saluting the flag. Even his economic policy of skepticism toward big government and big business alike, of grand charitable gestures by billionaires that look a lot like Donald J. Trump, has echoes of the distributism that was embraced by the 20th century traditionalists, like G.K. Chesterton and T.S. Eliot, among others. Speaking of Eliot, even Trump's constant use of highly modern media like reality TV and Twitter to propagate support for traditional institutions reminds one of Eliot's use of modernism to attack modernism, rather. And yes, I think that is the first time that Donald Trump has ever been compared to T.S. Eliot. President Trump's take on patriotism might have been written by Benjamin Disraeli, the British traditionalist and prime minister who pioneered one-nation conservatism. And one-nation conservatism posits that societies develop organically, that members within those societies have obligations toward each other. It emphasizes the pragmatism that reality requires and insists that patriotic devotion, among other impulses, compel the fortunate to take care of the less fortunate.
When one part of America hurts, we all hurt. And when one citizen suffers an injustice, we all suffer together. Loyalty to our nation demands loyalty to one another. Love for America requires love for all of its people. When we open our hearts to patriotism, there is no room for prejudice, no place for bigotry, and no tolerance for hate.
Make America Great Again is a beautiful phrase. It's why Reagan used it in the first place. The Make America Great Again, it's simple, the language is Saxon, it's curt, it's evocative. It's called a populist appeal by the common knowledge of the political commentariat, but what have they ever known? The phrase isn't actually that populist. The phrase isn't do whatever you want in America. The phrase isn't make America work for you, you, me. The phrase is make America great again. It's a call to make use of the strong institutions inherited by this country and developed in this country to sustain the life of a country whose organic growth has produced the most just, most charitable, most free nation in the history of the world.